YouTube, how's it freaking going? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Chris Bright Chico. Hope you guys had a great weekend and had some time spent with the loved ones and those people that are closest to you. Unfortunately, we are a little bit of a day behind. I had to take an extra day off yesterday, which was Tuesday today, so today being day number 1. I had to take a day off because I was just going through some stuff, and I still am going through some stuff, and say the least, definitely a hard month for myself. But I'm not going to let, those types of things hold me back from doing what I truly want to do. And that's go to the gym, make some content, and become better and, inspire you guys, because we all go through shit. Everyone will. And who am I to just sit at home and preach about, pushing yourself and putting yourself past the limits and not letting things block out from doing what you truly want to do. And then do that, So, we were back today. I definitely needed a day off, and that's okay if you guys ever do need to take a day off to do whatever the case may be. But hardship, shit happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It's hard to see in the moment, but you will eventually see. However, I do think today we aren't going to do any form of the impetus strength because I want to just get a generalized workout in because I'm missing it. I've been missing it. I don't want to necessarily go in too much with a plan. I just want to go into the gym today, just turn off my brain, put some weights on, and just go to town. Get my mind off stuff, and of course, do proactive stuff and not just sit around, needless to say. But I don't want to sit in the car too long. I do want to get this workout going because I am super excited. It actually has been a little bit because last time I worked out was Friday. Today's Wednesday, so that's almost 7 days, 5 days to be exact, and not used to taking that much rest. Should get a good pump though. But without further ado, it's gym time. One of the biggest takeaways that I had from doing the impetus strength is that I do need to encompass all the compound movements on the specific days, because I have slacked specifically on the bench press. I know Andres can attest to this. When we were doing chest prior to doing impetus strength, we weren't doing bench as much. I'm more of a dumbbell advocate, but having a good mix of both is always nice. And the goal is to get stronger at the bench. We're trying to hit 3 plates by the end of the year, so we are going to have to work towards that, but I want to go for more volume, right? Because with the impetus strength, I was going from the 5 reps to the 1 reps to the 3 reps, like not as much volume. I'm a volume guy. I like doing volume. I think it's more impressive to be able to do a weight for 8 reps than it is to do a weight for 1 rep. I think everyone could say that, to be honest, because there's other elements towards that, because then, you only really have to have the locked in form for just 1 rep. Whereas if you're doing 8 reps, you have to have that locked form throughout, especially if you're doing a heavy weight. But I'm going to do a way that I can do, which is plate into 25, so I'm going to do it for 8 like I said. Still want to treat it like it's a heavyweight, because then you'll build the muscle memory of having the right form. Because if you treat it like it's just a lighter weight, you put away your form, you're going to build bad habits. Similar to how you drive. I don't know why I make that comparison, but before, when you get your G2 in Canada, at least, you're driving, you learn all these things, rolling stop at lights, stop signs or whatnot. And then you'll get into your G-test, and you'll have those bad habits. It's kind of similar, but we don't want to build bad habits, so we're going to develop the form regardless of the weight. But because today isn't impetus strength and we're not following a set program, I'm trying to go crazy. So we're going to go as crazy as we can. Obviously, the recording's a bit of a hurdle, but we're trying to show you guys what's up, still give you guys a little input on what's going on. But we're going to superset this with a chest fly. And yeah, let's get this shit done. We'll go right over. I don't have to cut it this time. Just walk right over. But I am gonna control the weight still. This isn't about just banging it out, but every secondary exercise, which I'm considering this a secondary exercise, is gonna be 10 reps. So let's get this shit done. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Definitely killer. Probably throw in a bit of push-ups as well. The superset with just have 3 because there's 3 of us. Sheer, Andre, all the people are showing up today, but I want to have 3 different movements. That way no one's resting. So we'll probably throw in some push-ups as like an in-between. I might as well record that. Let me bang out some push-ups quick. We do knuckles out here. We ain't no pussies. To be honest though, you can use palms. I specifically said knuckles because I'm referencing a video in the past where I was talking about doing knuckle push-ups. But we're gonna do this probably for 4 sets, man. Today's name of the game is just go crazy, throwing a bunch of exercises that I haven't done in a while. I know both of these I've done before, but just because they're really good exercises. I really love the pec deck machine. But enough said, let's get this shit done. Okay, so talking about exercises that I haven't hit in a while, one of my all-time favorites, especially for the incline, is the incline Smith machine press. I like doing this a lot more than just regular with the barbell. However, I always say it just makes more sense to use dumbbells because you get that more depth. So I would recommend using dumbbells as well as this, but of course we've been doing dumbbells in the impetus strength, and you know we're off the impetus strength today, and I want to make sure that I'm throwing in movements that I've been missing. And this is definitely one of them because this one can really go to war on. And there's been times where I've loaded one side with more weight than the other, and that's definitely one of the most annoying things I've ever done. But it's also important to remember that I don't include the bar in this weight, because I just include the plates and what they weigh, because the bar, you know, it's on a system here, right? So it doesn't have the same effect as a barbell. You can't consider it to be, in this case, 135. I just consider it to be 90. But it's still gonna be work. We're still gonna work it. Again, you wanna choose a weight you can control with the right form. And we're gonna be doing this, I believe, we'll see how 10 to 12 feels. We'll feel at the 10 mark, I didn't go into the 12 mark. But we've just done 1 set so far, superset, and the boys are feeling it. I mean, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. And that's a good sign that we're pushing ourselves the right way. I guess so. I mean, some people sweat more than others, so you can't really dictate it off that, but you'll know if you're fatigued or not if you're putting in the right work. So let's get this shit done. Probably gonna have to up the weight, but we are doing other exercises, so I have to see how fatigued I am and gauge it off that. So we're gonna move into our next exercise. It's literally always a struggle on the Smith machine to make the bar in line with where you want it to. Like if you move the bench a slight bit, then it's off. If you put it a slight forward, then it's off. Like there's no real, it's pretty hard to line up, needless to say. But we're gonna be doing some tricep extensions now, kind of a cross grip, something I've seen, and I think it's more optimal than just doing the rope, because I get that more range of motion and I can really isolate individual triceps rather than there, where it's hitting both at the same time. Kind of like this, because sometimes you might compensate with one side more than the other, so making sure that you're doing exercise that incorporate utilizing both at different weights and both holding like different systems, right? Because it's a cable machine here, but I don't want to talk for too much. We're gonna do this for 12. Name of the game is to control it, especially with triceps, and really get that contraction going. I was thinking I'd go for a lower cable fly on the cables here, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the top portion. Just lowering the weight, or upping the weight rather. Still in a sense lowering it. Again, we're doing this for 12 reps. Want to control it. I'm gonna do it differently than I was showing during the impetus strength. So during the impetus strength, I'd come down like that. Whereas this one, I'm gonna come more down on a side more of a fly motion. I won't lie, the first couple reps I had my foot forward. Now it's good because I'm balancing myself, right, by doing this. I have more balance. So I mean, if you guys are capable of doing it the way I was doing it the second way, without as much balance, which is kind of feet planted, leaning into it, definitely felt it a lot more, isolating the chest muscles. So out of the two, I would definitely choose that one, especially because I'm also using stabilizer muscles to hold myself in place. Whew. Your boy's pretty fatigued, but we ain't done yet. We got 3 more sets of this because everything we do today is gonna be for 4 sets. Like I said, I want to trigger more of the volume element, but also doing the volume with the weight that still puts us to our point of failure to a certain extent. The point of failure, when I say point of failure, I mean failure of maintaining the right form throughout. So just remember that. Let's get this shit done. All right, so we're gonna work into our last superset because the boys are bust, I'm bust. It's good to go when you are fatigued and to the point where you feel like you've had an adequate rest, and only you could truly gauge that. And of course, you need to slow down or stop the workout if you injure yourself. You never should push through an injury. But we're gonna work into our last extra superset rather, and it's gonna start off with the chest press on the machine here. Now I did it last impetus day with the chest. I love this machine. I love doing chest press machines. Chest press machines are very like, I just fucking love them because like with any machine, I always say it, like the only thing you really have to worry about is just making sure that you're giving the maximum effort that you can, and also that you are controlling the eccentrics, because the form's locked, right? The range of motion's locked, so that's one good thing, but at the same time, not everyone's range of motion is the same, so it's also good to use dumbbells. I mean, I preach about dumbbells all the time, but it's good to use free weights, and I say that from my own personal experience, because when I first started at the gym, I would go machine to machine and just follow the ones that hit chest, the ones that hit back, the ones that hit triceps, biceps, etc., instead of using free weights as well, because the free weights, you know, they were scary, and also the anxiety of going to the benches with all the guys who are in tank tops looking all big and shit. But needless to say about that element, no one fucking cares what you're doing. They just want to get their own workout in. At the end of the day, everyone's here to get better and become stronger physically, emotionally, in every single way possible. And that's the beauty of the gym, to create healing ground for anything that you're going through. But we're gonna do everything for 12 reps, and it's gonna be 3 different exercises because there's 3 of us. I did notice though on the last superset that we did, because we did the incline press and we went into the 2 exercises on the cable, someone was standing at the cable and was doing a whole other superset while the other person rested. So if I'm doing 3 different exercises for a superset, they have to be 3 different stations. So that in my eyes is more just, you know, incline press and then the superset of the tricep crossover, and then also the chest fly, because of the rest in between. So definitely something to keep in mind. And like I said, if we were the big group of guys or girls that anyone, if you're in a group with people, just do different exercises. If you want to make it as efficient as possible, just do different stations or split up or whatever the case may be. But specifically with 3 people, I would recommend either doing 3 different stations or 2 different stations, and then the one guy resting would be resting in between the set. But enough said, let's get this shit done. All right, we're gonna go into the next one, which is decline press. Now, typically when I'm hitting the bottom portion of my chest, I'm aiming with the dips, chest dips, which is still the most optimal in my personal opinion. However, using this machine is always nice. But there is one thing I need to say about this particular machine is the weight feels so much heavier on this than it does on that one. So like, I could do 80 for that or 70 on that. But if I was to come over to this one, I'm looking at least half of that, right? Not half, I shouldn't say that, but I'm doing 50. To put it in perspective, I did 70 there. I'm probably gonna do 50, see how it feels, maybe 60. But again, name of the game is to make sure that I'm pushing to the limit of my form going away. So just remember that. Holy fuck, I'm fatigued. 2 more, 3 more, 3 more.
Yeah, you had to get 3 more, eh?
That was 3 more.
I know, I'm saying.
I had 9.
I thought you said I had 2 more. And
I did say I had 2 more, but then I had to rethink it, because when you're doing the reps, it's kind of hard to count the reps. It's definitely a skill, but I'm gonna do a tricep movement now, so let's move into that. Similarly to the biceps, it's always good to encompass different motions in your tricep extensions. So you'll have that one, this regular tricep extension that we were doing earlier, where my elbow's in line with my body. I like to encompass another one where my elbow's in line with my shoulder level, which is a kickback in this case, of what we're gonna be doing. And then finally, I like to do an overhead movement as well. So I get all different portions of the tricep. And it's good to have a variety of it, because I mean, if I just do a variety of different types of extensions like this, like a V-grip, a rope, a crossover, it's all the same fucking thing. So I mean, that variety for triceps should be indicated based off where your elbow's placed. So remember that. Probably lower the weight the next set, but I want to keep up the consistency on both arms. So we got 4 sets of this. This is the last superset of the day. Like I said, different stations, 3 different stations makes the most sense, rather than doing 3 exercises, but one of which is on 2, or rather 2 of which are on the same station, because that just makes it one superset and the other one just a regular movement. But we're gonna push through this, work hard, no different than any other set, but let's get this shit done. Workout is all done. Definitely a tough one today, you know. It wasn't super high volume, but at the same time it was, because, like, you know, 4 sets, 3 exercises a pop. So is that 4 times 3? No, sorry, 4 times 9, which would equate to 18 plus 8, 36. 36 freaking sets in total. That's actually quite a lot of volume. It was the name of the game today. I do enjoy the volume exercises, but I also like lifting heavy. So obviously, you know, throw in a couple heavy reps there, a couple heavy 8s or whatever the case may be, because 8 is in my eyes more impressive than 1. And I said that at the bench, and I stand by that. You know, if you could bench press 315, wow, that's cool. I mean, it's impressive, don't get me wrong, and I want to go for that. I still want to do that, but it's definitely more impressive if you put like 285 on there and you're doing 8 reps, in my eyes, right? I just think that, because there's a lot of factors, right? Your form's going to start to progressively decrease and stuff like that. You're going to get more fatigued as well. So being able to rep that shit out is definitely a more impressive feat. And time under tension, that's the name of the game. So obviously you want to do time under tension and make sure that you have enough volume, because sometimes people don't put enough volume and their main purpose is to do strength. But again, it all aligns with what your goals are. And now my goal is more of a bodybuilder type-esque, I guess you could say. But I'm definitely happy with how today's workout went. You know, if you guys ever find yourself in a position where, you know, you're a little down or something and you need to take your mind off stuff, and, you know, you're healing from something or whatnot, go to the gym. It's good. You know, there's never a negative to going to the gym. You won't, this is a reality, and I promise to you guys, unless you get injured, okay? But if you go to the gym, you're going to leave the gym feeling better than the way that you came into the gym. And that's a promise. The only way that won't be the truth is if you get injured. And the way to mitigate injury is obviously to work out with the right form and not ego lift, because ego lift is #1 on that fucking hit list of things that causes injuries. So just remember that. But guys, we are en route to hit 1,000 subscribers by April 1st. We're closing in on March 1st, which means we will have 1 more month to do so. Closing in on the 800 mark though. Currently at the time of this recording, we're at 795 subscribers. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys truly, truly, truly are amazing, man. You guys helped me out through so much. And I have like, there's not enough words I could say to say thank you. I really do appreciate it. Drop a comment down below what you guys did today and what your weekend consisted of, and also what you guys are hitting. I'm interested. What's everyone's Wednesday muscle group that they're going to be hitting? and hit that post notification bell so you guys never miss a video, because your boy posts 4 times a week, and that will be increasing soon, so stand by. But have a blessed day, guys, and find your impetus. Goodbye.